Hey, everybody. By the time you see this, week 3 will have already been in the books. I'm actually recording this earlier. I'm recording this Sunday night during the Sunday night game. We have about 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Birds play tomorrow night, so I wanted to make sure I got this done. I can focus on it. Let's go.
Finna take off on spaceship. Y'all need some like Matrix. And fucking her like she nameless. Cause the last two was too famous. We got the trophy like a champion. Fell asleep right on the jet. We gone.
Big ring just like a champion. No TSA, hop on a jet. We gone.
Smash out. I call my own and then I smash out. I bought my bros, let's get this cash out. I in my mind, drop the bag off, yeah. I'm going top rate, don't make no bad call. Just bought a new crib, but one was mad small. I trip my cup, I make it mad tall. None of these songs is basic, yeah. Grease stuck in my teeth like braces, yeah. VVS's don't need LASIK, yeah. Ice out crosses freezing Satan, yeah. Finna take off on spaceship. Y'all need some like Matrix. And fucking her like she nameless. Cause the last two was too famous.
Welcome back to Dynasty Decisions. Thank you again to everybody at the All About the Birds Sports Network, our all authentic talk sports. I can't even talk. I had 2 beers today. I can't talk. Thank you to Johnny, Chip, and Jeff for giving me an opportunity to do this. I really appreciate it. Happy to be back with all you guys. One thing I realized that I don't do enough of, I don't really talk about the Thursday night games enough, and I should do that because obviously it's a crucial part. It's part of the schedule. Christian McCaffrey, he's going to miss some time. He has a hamstring injury. This guy just can't get right. Chuba Hubbard's going to be the guy to own. If Chuba's already taken and you want to throw a couple fat bucks on Royce Freeman, go ahead. But Royce Freeman kind of sucks. He does. Sam Darnold's really, really good. By the way, that team's looking good down there. And you know what? I think the Texans could have a guy in Davis Mills here. He is definitely different from what I saw when I was scouting him, man. Stood in the pocket, made every throw really well, looked good, feet were set good wide hip base. That and Brandon Cooks, man. The dude is quarterback proof. The guy's just simply amazing. So productive everywhere he goes. So let's keep going on here. Is it time that we start taking Derek Carr seriously? Week 3, win against the Miami Dolphins, 26 of 43, 386 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. He has thrown for 380 yards plus and 2 touchdowns in every game this season. Now, that's not sustainable throughout the course of the season. You're going to have some bad games. You can play some tough division games. People sleep on this guy. You probably got him late, or you have him as a quarterback 2 in your Superflex league, or you just got him late in a best ball league. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. So until he puts up a couple duds, you really don't have a choice but to start Derek Carr in all formats. Best ball obviously gets started automatically, but redraft dynasty, a DFS, probably still pretty cheap. I don't know. I didn't check for him today. Derek Carr smashing everything. Unlike Justin Fields, very unimpressive in his first career start. 6 of 20, 68 yards, no touchdowns, but no turnovers. 3 carries, 12 yards, no touchdowns. Matt Nagy, come on. You got to do better. You have to do better. You need to. When you have things like this, 6 for 20, 68 yards, this kills all the playmakers on the team. Allen Robinson didn't do anything. Cole Kmet didn't do anything. Nobody did anything. David Montgomery had an okay day on the ground, nothing substantial. But this was bad. I know the Cleveland Browns has a good defense, but come on, 68 yards through the air. Can't win games like that. Jamal Williams for the Detroit Lions, he continues to be a solid flex option. On the ground, 12 carries, 42 yards, and a touchdown. 2 receptions, 25 yards, no touchdowns, and 3 targets. Okay, let's do the math real quick. Rushing, 4.2 plus touchdown, 10.2 yards, okay? Plus the receiving, we're at 10.2. Add 2.5, 12.6, 14.6 points. You can't tell me that that's not good week in and week out. Love me some Jamal Williams. A.J. Brown left the game versus the Colts with a hamstring injury. Hey, Birds fans, look, we got to be loving this, though. Colts are 0-3. Carson Wentz has played almost every snap this season. And they play the Dolphins next week, who lost to the Raiders. I mean, we're talking these picks that we're getting from both the Dolphins and the Eagles could turn out just so good. So good. Clyde Edwards-Helaire finally pops off. 17 carries, 100 yards, no touchdowns, 2 catches, 9 yards, and a touchdown. So, again, double-digit fantasy production. Also, Andy Reid was taken to the hospital for an illness after the game. Everyone says he's fine now. So hopefully everything is good for Andy Reid. Mike Williams continues to smash. 7 catches, 122 yards, and 2 touchdowns. A 2-point conversion made. On that note, Justin Herbert, 4 touchdowns on the day. And they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are 1-2. They have a losing record for the first time since 2015. That is insane. Just completely insane. Cordell Patterson, the thorn in the side for Mike Davis and Kyle Pitts managers. 7 carries for 20 yards, 6 catches, 82 yards. No touchdowns anywhere, but still, I mean, that's productive. He's taking touches away from Mike Davis. Guys like Kyle Pitts, Russell Gage was out. He's taking catches away from Ridley. It's insane down there right now. But the Falcons are bad. Najee Harris's struggles on the ground continue. 14 carries, 40 yards. Yuck. Big yuck. But he does it through the air today. 14 catches, 102 yards, no touchdowns. He did receive all of the running back carries. So that is a good thing. No Jalen Samuels, no Benny Snell, no Anthony McFarland. He is getting 100% of the work. It's only a matter of time before he rips a big one. You can't keep a guy like this contained for too long. You just can't. That being said, Ben looks toast, man. He just does not look good. Do you think there's at any point that the Steelers consider going to someone else? Dwayne Haskins, Mason Rudolph. I mean, Ben just does not look good. By the way, Jamar Chase can catch 4 catches, 65 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's on 5 targets. The dude can catch. The preseason BS is just that. It's preseason BS. On a day with T. Higgins out, Tyler Boyd expected to do more. Jamar Chase was the dude, really. And Joe Burrow looks good, too. He shook off the rust in weeks 1 and 2. He looks good. He looked damn good today. Justin Tucker sets the NFL record with a 66-yard field goal. Good for you, Justin. Congrats. And to anyone that has him in fantasy. Let's talk about the Melvin Gordon and Javonte trackers. So a lot of people said that sooner rather than later, Javonte Williams would be the guy in Denver. But, man, Melvin Gordon is just not going away. Last week, it was split 13 carries, okay? This week, Melvin Gordon, 18 carries, 61 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 catch for 21 yards, nothing on the score sheet there. Javonte, 12 carries, 29 yards, and 1 touchdown, 3 catches, 33 yards, no touchdowns. So both scoring on the ground. Melvin Gordon, 6 more touches, way better yards per carry, but less reception work. Alexander Madison smashes in spot duty. Dalvin Cook was out today. 26 carries, 112 yards, no touchdowns, 6 catches, 59 yards, no touchdown. That's a great spot start day. I put him in a couple DFS lineups. Unfortunately, the rest of those lineups sucked, so it didn't really do much for me. And DK Metcalf returns to form with a 6-catch, 107, and 1 touchdown day. Welcome back to the show, DK Metcalf. A couple guys I want to touch on real quick. I'm watching the 49ers-Packers game right now. So Trey Sermon, Elijah Mitchell was out or doubtful. I didn't check. I believe he was ruled out officially. He had a shoulder injury. I feel like Elijah Mitchell has a really, really good chance to get the job back when he comes back. The 49ers do not seem to have a ton of faith in Trey Sermon right now, so don't go cutting bait with Elijah Mitchell. I want to talk about a couple rookies. Elijah Moore hasn't done much. Talked about how freaking great he looked in camp, and he has just looked like an absolute dud. Zach Wilson has still been struggling. Trevor Lawrence has been struggling a little bit too, throwing a lot of interceptions. Don't worry about these guys. Not worried about any of these guys long-term. Justin Fields, don't worry about him long-term. He's going to be just fine. All these guys are going to be just fine. There's going to be situations where new coaches come in. Sometimes it's for the better. Most of the time it's for the better, okay? These guys come in, they make things right. I don't think that's going to be the case so much for the Jets. I think Saleh is going to be there for a little bit. More so be the case for Justin Fields. I could easily see Matt Nagy get fired. He also said Andy Dalton is a starter when healthy. So does Andy Dalton come back next week? He had that knee injury. He was out this week. I don't know, but let's not panic. Also, DJ Moore absolutely smashed on Thursday. Good for you, DJ Moore, man. Robbie Anderson's been kind of a ghost. I don't know. It was just a weird day in the NFL. I looked up Devontae Adams just walking into the end zone doing what he does, you know. Aaron Rodgers looking good. Needs a haircut big time, though. So a little bit of a quicker episode. I wanted to get something out to you guys. Hey, listen, make sure this Sunday for week 4, you head down to the West End in Quakertown. We're going to be doing a pregame show. I know it's away games only, but they had a private event for the Dallas game, so making it up with a home game. Really looking forward to that. We're going to be there almost every Sunday in October. I am pumped. I love doing it. Love doing the pregame show. It's so much fun. I hope to see you there. And remember,